walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Minnesota's offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of...
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got the screen set up, and this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. After the filthy move, he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Catch in the middle. It's strong. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ivy. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Prime play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Saunders. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Saunders. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these throw routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a night.
Oh, they block it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency.
He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you've got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.